So good evening. Hi, I'm Baron Jones, and I'm the principal here at Penn Manor High School. And I'm so happy to see so many faces here in person to celebrate our students. It's been a very interesting couple of years. I know for many of you, it just feels like yesterday. This is my first class. For all those who have juniors, those freshmen were my first class when I first started here at Penn Manor. And little did they know, and I know, that everything would be typical, ordinary, and often at times very boring. Oh my bad, that was a dream I had. It's been really crazy. And I appreciate all the work and all the things that you have done with our students. Because one thing I keep telling myself and telling others, that our students are like nothing else. They are amazing. When it comes to the athletic field, when it comes to the classroom, when it comes to just being good people, our students are great. And I have to thank each and one of you for that. You know, we just moved to the community about 2 years ago when I started here, and my wife always says, your high school kids are so nice. When I bring my elementary kids up here to different games and things, they're just like, man, the high school kids are so kind. I say, yeah, that's right. They got a great principal. What do you expect? But no, I really appreciate that. And as I said before, our community is, in a lot of other places are envious of our community, of our Penn Manor family. And I think it really starts with all of you, and it translates to our students here and what they do. And tonight is great because many of them will honor or highlight an individual that was really special in their life. And I really think this is the tipping point for them as they're moving forward, is that they're going to now be the leaders and be the individuals that somebody else is going to be looking for to influence them. So thank you so much to being here tonight so that we can celebrate these students for all their hard work. And please, if you hang around at the end, we might have a little treat. So without further ado, I'm going to have the students come down.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Audrey Patterson, and I am the president of the Penn Manor chapter of the National Honor Society for the 2021-2022 school year. It is truly an honor to be here today to welcome all of the new inductees into this established program. Before we advance to the induction ceremony, I would like to take a moment to speak with you about leadership. Great leaders are not born. They are instead forged through hard work, struggle, and perseverance. I believe everyone has the potential to lead, you just have to know where to start. A leader must have a vision. He or she must be able to see the bigger picture and the change that needs to be made to benefit the whole. Before he or she may begin to actually lead, the leader must establish the plan he or she intends to have others follow. A leader must be confident and have faith in that vision, as it is that vision which gives the leader and his or her followers a purpose and a common goal to pursue. If a leader does not believe in his or her vision, not only will the leader stop pursuing it, but no one will follow. The leader must have faith in themselves, as it allows those whom he or she is leading to have faith in their leader. Once the leader knows the path he or she will take, the leader must be able to influence others to follow. The influence may be subtle, it may be overt, but nonetheless, it must touch upon the hearts of others. In order to exert influence, a leader must be able to communicate his or her vision clearly. Yet at the same time, the leader must be willing to listen to those who do follow. Through influence, the leader encourages and inspires followers to work together to accomplish the common goal, hence creating a greater sense of unity to accomplish the task at hand. Many great leaders in history have had to overcome obstacles and adversity to attain success. Even in the face of fear and uncertainty, a leader must have the courage to stand up for what is right and what is just, even if no one else agrees. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." You have the ability to determine your future. Do not be afraid to choose your own direction in life. Be a leader. Thank you.
My name is Jasmine Sanders. I am the Penn Manor Secretary of the National Honor Society for 2021-2022. When students have to go to work after school or during the weekend, the most common thing that I hear is, "Oh, I have to go to work." And I'm guessing that the thought about service is just working or something to get over with. But I can speak from experience that that is further from the truth. On the NHS website, the term service mindset is used. This phrase means having a desire to help others in your community. The word desire in the definition sticks out to me the most. You have to have the passion to do service. And once you start volunteering, the desire to continue grows. Community also stood out to me. One of the best opportunities in NHS is being able to help different kinds of communities, such as the nation by going to national webinars, Lancaster by volunteering for United Way of Lancaster County, or even just the Penn Manor community by helping out at the loft. The great thing about the different communities is no matter how big or small they are, you're still making a big difference in somebody's life by volunteering, even if it's just one person. The last volunteer work I did last school year was for the Turkey Hill Country Classic. For most of the people running, it was their first live race since COVID happened. Some people even came out of state to do the event. And even though it was super windy and cold, everyone at the event was thankful and happy just to be there and do something like that for the first time in a while. For me, I was thankful to know and see that I brought joy to a lot of people that day. The best part of that volunteering opportunity and every volunteering that I do is knowing that I am somehow bettering somebody's life, even if it's just by a little bit. Service is more than just a job. It's the opportunity to help and work with others while also making memories and improving yourself. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Avery Groff, and I am the treasurer of Penn Manor's National Honor Society. A person's character is made up of many things. It can be having integrity, optimism, hard work, or empathy. Character also represents selflessness and honesty. The beauty about character is that it's a choice. You wake up each day and you get to decide the values you want to represent. It is the product of consistent actions and decisions. whether a person sees it or not. The great thing about character is it's unique to everyone. Attitude, mindset, and actions are what show who you truly are and who you want to be. It's not always easy to display a noble character, and it can be harder for a person of high integrity in your everyday life. Actions speak louder than words, though. It is important to not only think, but to do. This means reaching out and looking for ways to help people around you in and out of school, walking into each of your classes and looking for ways to help your peers and teachers. At the end of the day, others will perceive you based on your values and the choices you make. Take the leap to not only do and not only think. It is the true importance of what a person's character is. Sometimes people do not always see our actions. This is why self-control is a main trait of character. Being able to act in a responsible, respectful way during all hours of the day reflect our true character, not just the person we represent around others. As part of Penn Manor's National Honor Society, showing a good character is important. We are called to live to a higher standard, the standard that will make Penn Manor a better place to live, learn, and grow as individuals. Over the remaining time here at Penn Manor and beyond, I challenge you to live out the character that the National Honor Society represents. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Riggs, and I am the historian of the National Honor Society. One word that pressures students from the moment they enter the educational world is scholarship. To some people, it means the money you receive for academic excellence. To others, their grades, and to the outlying few achievements. All of these words are synonyms, but each leads down a different path. For me, my education thus far has revolved around the idea of grades. Good grades get you anywhere. For the most part, that statement is true, but again, that depends on what path you go down. I'm sure each of you has some post-high school plans, whether that be a four-year college, med school, trade school, or starting off as an entrepreneur. Each skill you will acquire will stem from your academics, which is one of the key principles of scholarship. As your teachers have preached, good grades will get you into those colleges or universities you desire, and of course, get you a good chunk of change. But for those who take the entrepreneurial route, what do those good grades do for you? What consumer cares about buying a product from someone who got an A in British literature? People put into kids' heads at a young age that scholarship is always associated with school, but they are completely wrong. Scholarship is a word that has many different definitions, but what does it mean? It represents the common ideas of academic excellence, grades, and achievements, but also the factors of learning, failing, and growing. As I stated before, my mindset in school has revolved around my grades because I was trapped in that idea. Over the past year, through the ups and downs of COVID, my mindset has done a 180. I have learned that a letter does not define me or how hard I work, but rather how much I failed and learned in the process. A letter means nothing on any report card, transcript, or test if you don't learn in the process. What I'm trying to get at is, yes, your grades are important, but you will take nothing away from any class if you are so consumed with what letter is going to show up on the next piece of paper. Embody what the word scholarship means. Take the time to learn the content, learn from your mistakes, and don't be afraid to fail. It doesn't only have to be in the classroom. Out in the real world, the same factors apply. In sports, you aren't going to make the shot or hit the ball every time. But if you want to achieve that success of making the game-winning shot or hitting a walk-off home run, you have to have failed somewhere in the process. You had to have worked hard and would have had to learn from your mistakes. In a job, hopefully, you aren't going to give up when your boss wants to make a change or tells you that you made a mistake. You are going to take that criticism, learn from it, and come back with a better product. Scholarship is not enclosed by four walls, but an infinite expanse in the growth of a person. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for this opportunity to be with you. I am Phil Gallo, Assistant Superintendent for the district for secondary level. I used to say I was a high school principal, but now as I walk through the halls of the high school, I just get the look of, who's that old man in a suit standing there? But I can say over the 19 years that I was an administrator here at the high school, this was always one of my favorite nights. Many activities take place in the course of a year at the high school. But this night always stood out on my calendar because of the reason that we are here. And as these four ladies explained to us, we're here to recognize those of you who have demonstrated leadership, service to our community, citizenship, or character, and scholarship. And why I like this night is not because of the fact that we are recognizing you for doing those things, but because you are doing those things because they are the right thing to do. Parents, grandparents, family members, significant people who have made an impact on the students' lives, congratulations. Your efforts with your child, I know we say it's not easy, but at the same time, it's in evenings like this when we do receive that recognition, it is making a difference for our students. So thank you for the work that you do with them. And as I was thinking about different aspects of leadership and service and citizenship and scholarship, I started to think about the fact that throughout our life, we are impacted by different events that take place or people that we meet. And for me, over the course of the last 2 years, 3 years, there's been two significant events that I have participated in or have been asked to be a part of that have demonstrated to me how important these four characteristics are. The first one occurred 2 years ago. I was asked and selected to participate in a program that is run by the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, and it's called Leadership Lancaster. And throughout the course of the year, once or twice a month, a group of people gather to learn more about Lancaster County, our community, our government, the different things that happen and occur here. Well, one of those days, we were in the city of Lancaster, and we were given the responsibility of a scavenger hunt. But it was a different type of scavenger hunt than just finding places or going places and getting something and bringing it back. We were all given a responsibility or a kind of a makeshift scenario to live out. And it all involved different ways of accessing resources that those who are less fortunate than we are have to access in Lancaster County and in Lancaster City. In the scenario that I was part of, the group that I was part of, we had to find housing, food, and clothing for a family of five people. We were given $1 per person, and we had to spend the day going throughout the city trying to find those places. The first thing that came to my mind as we left the building that we were in was, I have $1 for today. Just by looking at me, you know $1 is not going to satisfy my hunger. So I was, number one, concerned about that. But as we walked through to different places and talked with different agencies, I started to see how much is available, how much is supported by our community. And at lunchtime, I found myself standing in line at St. Anne's Church in the food line where they were distributing food to those who were there. And I was given a brown bag. It had a sandwich, a bottle of water, and an apple. You can tell that didn't go very far for me. But what it really did was it demonstrated to me what it really means to be under-resourced. Sure, I've been around. I've been to third world countries. I've talked with people. I've heard names. I've heard situations. But when I stood there in that line and experiencing what others do experience, I walked away with a different perspective of what it means to be under-resourced. Last year, around February and March, my wife asked me to serve several Wednesday nights at the Loft Community Partnership. Some of you have heard of the Loft. It's a food and clothing distribution center here in Penn Manor that serves those who are here in our district who are under-resourced. And she asked me because each night, over a course of several weeks, they received boxes of food that were 30, 40 pounds that we were distributing to families who came that night. And then on the first night when I got there, I saw before me these 5 skids of 150 boxes. And I thought, wow, that's a lot of boxes. How are we ever going to give that many out? At the end of the night, the last car that pulled up, we put 2 boxes in that car. And that was the last 2 boxes that we had. Part of me felt, this is great. We just handed out 150 boxes. We got rid of everything. But then my next thought was, we just helped 150 families in our community. Students, you have demonstrated leadership, service, character, and scholarship. And again, not because they are something to check off on an application, but it's the right thing to do. My encouragement to you as you go through this year, next year, continue to think about, how can I be a leader? How can I serve others in our community? What does my character, what does my actions show to people about who I am, but also what is the right thing to do? And then when we're here in school, we all recognize it's not just about the learning that takes place. It's about the things that we do and how we impact others. So while I say congratulations to you, I also say to you, what are you going to continue to do? Or what are you going to start to do that you can demonstrate your leadership, your service to community, your character, and your scholarship? So congratulations, students, and I do wish you well.
Good evening. Each year, as part of the application process, we interview candidates. I want to highlight responses to 3 particular questions that we asked. The first question was, last year was particularly challenging and stressful due to the constant changes we faced. How do you handle stress in a healthy way? I'm pleased to report that our students made excellent choices in handling stress. Many cited spending time with pets, practicing a musical instrument, listening to music, exercising, including dancing, talking to parents and friends, journaling, reading a book, playing board games like Battleship and Monopoly with family. One student responded, I think I'm more of a creative outlet person, painting, drawing, making a collage. Another was composing music, and 2 others even were bold enough to start writing a novel. Mrs. Tejada and I are both eager to have the opportunity to read that work when it's finished. Next question. What is a tech skill that you have learned during blended and virtual instruction that you find beneficial? Students have learned how to type in Spanish, use Control-Shift-T to recover tabs, how to split screens. Confession, I didn't know how to do that until last year either. How to work with others virtually. They can use Google Meet, Google Classroom, Jamboard, Kahoot, and tablets with Kami. And they know how to use email. So many of our youth were in the habit of composing emails like a text. 1 letter, K. We, as teachers, are so happy that they are learning this new skill. And the third question, who has been the most influential person in your life other than a parent, and why? Students acknowledged grandparents, youth pastors, scoutmasters, coaches, aunts, older cousins, a twin sister, older brothers, one of whom has moved to LA to achieve his dreams, another who has served in Afghanistan, and yet another who had saved his sister from drowning. These influential people have been encouraging, generous, favorite fans, role models, good listeners. Our hearts were particularly warmed when a student cited her 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Pyatt. She was inspiring to that student. And I was brought to tears when a student said, probably Mrs. Tejada, honestly. Ever since I had Mrs. Tejada in algebra, I've always strived to do my best in math. I used to hate math until I had her in 8th grade, and now I love math. I just want to say thank you to the student for saying such kind words about my colleague. According to the NHS website, today it is estimated that more than 1 million students participate in NHS activities. Chapters are found in all 50 states, U.S. territories, Canada, and around the world. Chapter membership not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but challenges them to develop further through active involvement in school activities and community service. As such, NHS chapters and students are in schools that care not only about student achievement, but also community engagement. NHS students and their peers volunteer in the communities at the highest rates and make connecting with and serving the community a priority. The average chapter contributes 1,000 hours of school community service, $26,000 in charitable donations, 1,000 pounds of food to local, state, and national causes, and 100 pints of blood. Our chapter expectation includes 20 hours of community service. Our membership of nearly 100 students reflects that we are above average on our volunteer hours, which is commendable. But reading the other average chapter contributions of $26,000 in donations, 1,000 pounds of food, and 100 pints of blood, I will say that we have room for civic growth. Last year, the Penn Manor Civitas Club could not hold their blood drive, but I challenge our members to consider donating a pint this year if the event is held, and if not, consider donating blood directly at our local medical facilities. We have funds in our account that the membership must determine a donation. I encourage you to consider organizing a meal packing program like Stop Hunger Now or Feed My Starving Children, and continue your volunteer work at the Loft and through United Way. And so in closing, whether it is a big project or a small action, like the one I recently witnessed when a current member of NHS picked up trash from the floor when she thought no one was looking. I challenge you to follow the rules or the words on a poster in my classroom. Believe there is good in the world and be the good. Thank you.
We are now going to begin the pinning ceremony. First, we have Micah Adams, son of William Adams and Betty Adams. Micah chose to honor his father. His dad is kind and creative, fun to be around, and he also teaches Micah many things about life. Micah plans to major in computer science after high school.
As your child's name is called, if you could come to the front so that you can present their pin.
And for future, whoever is pinning the inductee, could you just come up to the front, just whichever one of you then? Thank you. Next we have Abby Ames, daughter of Jerry and Kathy Ames. Abby is a member of Student Council, Varsity Cross Country, and Varsity Track and Field. Abby chose to invite her sister, Allie Funk, to pin her today because she has been a rock for Abby and for all her life and continues to support her in all that she does. After high school, Abby plans to attend college and pursue a career in the field of physical therapy. Next is Annie Bibas, daughter of Scott and Susie Bibas. Annie is involved in mindfulness, Gray Zone, Student Council, Technology Student Association, field hockey, and track and field. Annie chose to invite her dad, Scott Bibas, to pin her today. She chose her dad because he is her biggest supporter in life. Whether he is making her laugh, cheering her on, or just being a dad, he has always been, and she knows he will always be there for her. After graduation, Annie plans to play field hockey in college. She intends to major in biomedical engineering. Next is Bria Booth, daughter of Jessica Mahar and Jeremy Shuddy. Bria is involved in Penn Manor softball and Spooky Nook softball. Bria would like to invite her grandfather to pin her today. He has helped raise Bria and was a leading figure in her early years. He has always been there for her, and he is one of her biggest supporters in everything she does. After high school, Bria plans to attend Penn State University and major in pre-med. Next is Allie Burkholder, daughter of Heather and Matt Burkholder. Allie is involved in Penn Manor girls soccer, PA Classic Soccer, Leadership Council, mock trial, and FCA. Allie would like to invite her dad to pin her today because he has always been there to support her in sports, school, and life in general. He has taught her to be a better reader and to be accountable. Mostly, he has taught her how to admit when she is wrong. After high school, Allie would like to pursue a career in criminology. Next is Emily Castleine, daughter of Katie Van Kirk and Paul Castleine. Emily is involved in cheerleading, varsity club, and mini-thon. Emily would like to invite her mom to pin her today because she's always been her #1 supporter and has always pushed her to be the best possible version of herself. After high school, Emily would like to attend college to become an elementary school teacher. Next is Sheridan Charles, daughter of Ken and Sarah Charles. Sheridan is involved in Penn Manor girls basketball, FCA, Scrubs, Manor Singers, full chorus, and concert band. Sheridan would like to invite her dad to pin her because he's been a great role model in her life. Sheridan plans on taking a gap year after high school and then going to a 4-year college to study to be a high school math teacher. Next is Nicole Chen, daughter of Xiao Zhang and Kui Chen. Nicole is involved in honors orchestra, chorus, manor singers, girls chorus, Penn Manor High School ambassador program, and she has helped to establish the Math National Honor Society. Nicole would like to invite her mom to pin her today because she sacrifices so much of her time and energy on a daily basis for her and her siblings. Her love for math and physics has inspired Nicole to pursue a math major in college. Her mom continuously challenges her to challenge and push herself because it is the only way for Nicole to reach her full potential, both as a student and leader, and to succeed later in life. Nicole's mom also makes sure she's always productive and never procrastinating. She also reminds her to be brave and courageous in everything she does, to speak up against injustice when no one else will, and to remain true to herself. Her mom also taught Nicole an important lesson about fitting in that she will never forget. "Why would you fit in if you could rather stand out?" she would always ask. It's from those words Nicole takes courage in throwing herself into opportunities like leadership roles within the school that she would not have dared to participate in before. In many ways, her mom is the strongest person that Nicole knows, and even though she can be strict sometimes, she only wants what's best for Nicole. Nicole plans to attend a 4-year college to major in mathematics to later get a PhD in mathematics, for which she will either teach or use for some kind of engineering. Next is Ella Coleman, daughter of Sarah and Dave Coleman. Ella would like to invite her dad to pin her today because he is one of her biggest supporters and she couldn't be where she is today without him. After high school, Ella would like to one day teach younger students or work with students who have special needs. Next is Liv Cox, daughter of Krista and Matthew Cox. Liv is involved in Civitas, field hockey, and lacrosse. Liv would like to invite her mom to pin her today. Her mom is her biggest supporter and motivator and her main source of happiness. She encourages Liv to strive for excellence while still making sure she is happy. Liv plans to go to college to study psychology. She's most interested in occupational therapy or sports psychology. Next is Jenna Davini, daughter of Joel and Kathy Davini. Jenna is involved in Penn Manor Marching Unit and Penn Manor Indoor Percussion. Jenna would like to invite her dad to pin her today because he puts other people above himself every day. She would not be here if it were not for benefiting and learning from his actions. After high school, Jenna plans to attend a 4-year college in the pursuit of a degree in astrophysics. Next is Emma Dings, daughter of Megan and Troy Dings. Emma is involved in Minithon. Emma would like to invite her mom to pin her today because she's been her biggest supporter through all of her journeys in life. After high school, Emma plans to attend Millersville University and pursue either a computer science, art, or design major. Next is Colette Evans, daughter of Heather and Steve Evans. Colette is on a competitive dance team. Colette would like to invite her mom to pin her today because she has helped to raise her and has always encouraged her to do her best in school. After graduating, Colette would like to attend Lancaster Bible College and major in youth therapy or dance movement therapy.
Flinchball, son of Claire Crescenzi and John Flinchball. He is involved in lacrosse and theater. He chose his mom to pin him today because she has supported him through every sport and activity that he's done and is tried throughout his life. After graduating, he is planning on going to college and pursuing the sports medical field. Keith and Valerie Floyd. She participates in soccer, basketball, and thespians. She would like to invite her dad to the pinning ceremony because him and her mom have always supported her whether she was at her best or her worst. They are constantly supporting her by showing up to games, shows, and events that mean a lot. They used to be her chauffeurs to every practice, rehearsal, or whatever else she was involved in, but now she can drive. They can focus on running her sisters around. She would like to say thank you to them. After graduation, Amber would like to major in biology and be a pediatrician. Next is Ethan Fox, son of Shannon and Andrew Fox. He is part of Penn Manor Wrestling, Track, and Student Council. His dad will be pinning him tonight because he has taught Ethan about hard work, responsibility, and how to get the job done right the first time. After graduation, he would like to major in mechanical electrical engineering. Next is Stephen Gibbhart, son of Scott and Stephanie Gibbhart. He is currently in DEK Hockey League outside of the school district. He would like to invite his parents to the pinning ceremony because they have always sacrificed their time for him and he wants to give back to them since this is a very special and high honor. They have always been there for him and love him even if he did something wrong. They are definitely one of Stephen's biggest role models. After graduation, he plans on attending a four-year college. The colleges he prefers to attend would be Millersville or Penn State. He would like to major in history because he wants to be a historian or social studies teacher or professor. Next is Alyssa Guzman, who couldn't be here today, but she's the daughter of Jeanette Morales and Jose Guzman. She is a part of Student Council and Minithon. She has chosen her mother to pin her because she has always been there for her and pushes Alyssa to be the best she can be. After graduation, she plans on majoring in nursing or psychology. Next is Jenna Holdeman, daughter of John and Sally Holdeman. She is involved in girls field hockey and lacrosse and Induction. She has chosen her dad to pin her because he has always supported Jenna and pushed her to become the best that she can be in and out of school. After graduation, she is looking to major in chemical engineering in college and would like to go to Messiah. Next is Aaron Carla, son of Steve and Becky Harner. He's involved in Quiz Bowl, Boy Scouts, track and field, and TM Squared. He has chosen Steve Harnish to pin him because he has helped to make him who he is today. After graduation, he would like to major in software engineering. Tonight, but he is the son of Kimberly and Michael Hubbard. He is part of boys soccer and boys volleyball. He would like to invite his mom to pin him because not only is this accomplishment very important to him, but it's also very important to her. He would like to attend a four-year college and major in science or engineering. Next is Stacy Hill, daughter of Jamie and Andrew Metz. She is part of Penn Manor Swim Team, Scrubs Club, Young Humanitarian League, Mock Trial, and Student Ambassadors. She would like to have her mom pin her because she has helped to support Stacy in everything that she has done, and she's always telling her to aim for her goals and never give up. After high school, her plan is to go to college and graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in either biology or biomedical science major, and then go on to med school to become an ER doctor. Next is Alyssa Jones, daughter of Carl Jones and April Gibb. She's involved in the fall play track and field. She chose her father, Carl Jones, to put the pin on her during the ceremony because he encourages Alyssa to push herself, work harder, and also tells her God doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. That is something that she has found herself leaning towards over the years whenever she has challenged obstacles. Although she chose her father to pin her today, everyone in her family had a part in making her the person who she is today. And without all their encouragement, inspiration, and compassion, she wouldn't be who she is. After graduation, she plans on going to college to major in psychology. Next is Elijah Julian, son of Michael and Grace Julian. He is part of Penn Manor Boys Volleyball. He chose his mom to pin him because she has had a monumental impact on his life and has encouraged and enabled him to grow daily. He plans on attending a Christian college after high school where he looks to major in counseling or psychology. Next is Jessie Henderson, daughter of Dave and Tati Henderson. She is part of Minithon and Penn Manor Girls Lacrosse. She has chosen her mom to pin her because she inspires Jessie to be the best version of herself and always chooses kindness. After graduation, she plans on attending Penn State. Next is Aiden Carla, son of Catherine McFall and Daniel Carla. He is part of Penn Manor Boys Tennis. He has chosen his mother to pin him because she has had a very big impact on his life, and she encourages him to do the best in academics and life. She is also here for him all the time. After graduation, he plans on going to college for marketing, digital art, or graphic design.
Abby Kelly could not be here today, but we still want to recognize her. She is the daughter of Nicole Chen. She is part of student council, soccer, gymnastics, running for class president, and possibly Minithon. She would like her mom to pin her because she had always been her biggest supporter and helped her through everything. Her mom was the person Abby leaned on when her dad passed away and continues to try to be good roles as a parent. And anything Abby has ever wanted to try to accomplish, she has supported her and tried to help Abby any way she could. Abby plans on becoming a physician's assistant. Macy Kemmer, daughter of Brian and Georgie Kemmer. Macy is part of student council, theater, and track and field. Macy is choosing her mother because she has always supported Macy through anything that Macy aspired to do. After graduation, Macy is undecided. Isabelle Clay, daughter of Marcia and Joe Clay. Isabelle is involved in Minithon, soccer, and basketball. She is choosing her mom to pin her because Isabelle's mom has always supported Isabelle in not only her academic journey, but also in her life goals outside of school. She has been by Isabelle's side and guided Isabelle through every challenge that life has thrown at her. Isabelle is proud to not only call her Isabelle's mother, but her best friend. Isabelle plans on attending a 4-year university with a possible major in neuroscience. Jackson Nubb is the son of John and Jeanette Nubb. Jackson chose his grandfather, Don Nubb, to pin him. Jackson would like to go to college and major in business. Trisha Landis, and Michael Landis. Emma is involved in school soccer and swim teams. Emma chose her mother to pin her. Emma plans to attend a 4-year college and a pre-medical track. Madeline Lavelle, daughter of Athena and Gregory Lavelle. She is involved in the Penn Manor marching unit. Emma would like to invite her father because he has been an inspiring role model for Emma's whole life that she aspires to be. Madeline plans to attend college with a major in animal studies and business with a minor in psychology. Miranda Martin, daughter of Bonnie and Bob Martin. Miranda is involved in mini-thon. Miranda would like to invite her grandfather because he has always been someone she has looked up to. He has taught her skills, encouraged her to pursue passions, and he has always been there for Miranda. She would not be who she is today without him. Miranda intends to go to college to study either science or medicine. Madeline Mitchell, daughter of Beth and Travis Mitchell. Madeline is involved in softball and FFA. Madeline is inviting her grandfather, Charlie Sauer, because he has taught her so much and has been Madeline's best supporter with everything she does. Madeline plans to go to college for environmental sciences. Blessing Mutambi, daughter of Mercy and Musa Mutambi. Blessing is involved in track and field in Apollo. Blessing would like to invite her father to her pinning ceremony. It may sound cliche, but he's the only person who pushes her. He's one of the person who pushes her. He chose to come to America all alone, barely knowing English, but still made a life here and is changing lives today. He's passionate, confident, and Blessing's biggest supporter. She knows he will always fight and advocate for her. He's one person Blessing knows that will never fail to be honest with her and pick her up. Everything she works hard for is for him and her fellow Kenyan community, so they know that their sacrifice was worth it. She hopes to one day be as driven as her father and be successful enough to give back to her country that built the great man that is her father. Blessing plans after graduation is to go to college and major in international business and affairs and minor in ASL. She aspires to be the next Oprah Winfrey. Gertrude or Gigi Molenga is the daughter of Jane and Evans Molenga. Gigi is involved in track and field, basketball, and Apollo. She would like her older sister, Purity, to pin her because she always supports Gigi through everything she does, and she is one of her biggest role models. Gigi plans to attend college and major in either psychology and/or medicine. Natalie Meyer, daughter of Kevin and Barbara Meyer. Natalie is involved in Penn Manor, Theater, Civitas, Quiz Bowl, and Ambassadors Program. Natalie has invited her dad to pin her since he has always been supportive of all her endeavors and pushed her to achieve the highest she can. After graduation, she is undecided. Joshua Oatman, son of of Mark Oatman and Melinda Oatman. Joshua would like to invite his dad, Mark Oatman, to pin him. Joshua plans to major in finance. Olivia Parsley, daughter of Brandy and David Chesney. Olivia was in student council in 9th grade and wants to do it again this year, now that we are getting to have clubs again. Olivia wants to invite her mom to the pinning ceremony. Her mom is always there for her and is supportive and encouraging whenever life gets tough. She is a great role model and inspires Olivia to be the best version of herself. Olivia plans to go to college and major in math or computer science engineering. Maximilian Fonhan, son of Jacqueline and Joseph Fonhan. Maximilian is involved in theater and ITS. Maximilian would like to invite his mother to pin him. She has been by his side his entire life. She celebrated all of his achievements and has been a shoulder to cry on during all of his hardships. Maximilian plans to become an interior designer or interior architect. Caitlyn Pease, daughter of Jody Pease. Caitlyn is involved in cheerleading during the fall, winter, and competition team, Civitas, and Minicon. Caitlyn has chosen her mom to honor during her pinning. Caitlyn chose her because she has always been Caitlyn's biggest supporter and has always believed in her. She has always pushed Caitlyn to do her best and show her that Caitlyn can do anything she puts her mind to. Her mom has guided her and inspired her to achieve all her goals. She has never given up on Caitlyn, and that is how her mom has been a positive influence in her life. After graduation, Caitlyn plans to attend college and major in nursing.
Katherine Batty couldn't be here tonight, but she is the daughter of Dan and Michelle Batty. She is a part of Penn Manor's girls tennis and lacrosse. She chose both her parents to pin her tonight because they are always making sure she is the best person she could be. Katherine plans to go to a 4-year college, but has not decided on a major. Wyatt Rohr, son of Doug and Mary Rohr. He is part of the boys volleyball team and chose his mother to pin him tonight. She has been with him every step of the way, from first grade spelling tests until now, helping him make decisions for his future. Wyatt plans to pursue finance, to eventually become a financial advisor at either Millersville University or Penn State. Caitlyn Romm, daughter of Sarah and Tim Romm. She is a part of the orchestra and chose her mother to pin her tonight. Her and her mother have come closer together through similar interests and passions. For example, their love of movies, books, and TV shows, as well as writing novels. She also feels that her mother has always believed in her potential when others have not. After high school, Caitlyn plans to pursue a double major in psychology and social work. Grace Seeger, daughter of Greg and Jennifer Seeger. She is part of the Theater and Thespian Club and picked her sister Ashley to pin her tonight. She chose her sister because she is a huge part of her life. She admires Ashley for being loyal, hardworking, caring, and loving. She looks up to her sister in many ways, but especially her hard work and determination. She is somebody who Grace can always count on and motivates her to be a better person. In some small way, she hopes she can imitate these qualities in her life. It means a lot to her that Ashley is able to be here tonight. Grace plans to attend college to study special education. Ben Schaefer, son of Matt and Judy Schaefer. Ben chose his dad to pin him tonight because he is a big role model in Ben's life. His dad works hard all the time and pushes him to work harder than he thought. He is also Ben's biggest encourager. Ben plans to major in business management and administration after high school. Sydney Shepos, daughter of Tara and Steve Shepos. She is involved in both Penn Manor and AAU basketball, as well as Minithon. She chose her mom to pin her tonight because she is a very important person in Sydney's life. Sydney plans to become a PT with an undergraduate study in exercise science while playing collegiate basketball. Next up is Erin Shipley, who couldn't be here tonight, daughter of Dave and Amy Shipley. She's a part of girls tennis, lacrosse, and Minithon. Tonight she chose her mom to pin her. Her mother has always been there for her to support, love, and most importantly, drive Erin places. After high school, Erin plans to attend a 4-year college, but has not decided on a major. Lauren Stoner, daughter of Chandra and Nathan Stoner. She is a part of Penn Manor girls soccer and lacrosse. She chose her grandfather to pin her tonight because he has been one of the biggest supporters and encourages her no matter what. Lauren plans to pursue a major in special education. Spencer Stewart, daughter of Vicki and Streeter Stewart. He is a part of football and lacrosse at Penn Manor. He chose his mom to pin him tonight because she has helped guide him through school and motivate him to keep his grades up. Spencer plans to pursue a degree in engineering or join the Air Force. Reagan Webster, daughter of Ken and Justine Webster. She is a part of Minithon and has chosen her mother to pin her tonight. Her mom has always pushed her to do her best in school and is always there for her when she needs advice. Reagan plans to go to college to study either physical or occupational therapy. Nathan Mincer could not be here tonight, but would still like to recognize him. Nathan is the son of Melissa Mincer and Craig Mincer. Nathan is involved in soccer and esports. Nathan would like to invite the JV Penn Manor soccer coach, Charles Rupera, to pin him. Nathan would like to go to secondary school or something of that nature to get a degree that would be relevant to the esports industry. Last but not least, Natalie Doyle, daughter of Robert and Anja Doyle. Natalie is involved in the fall play and Minithon. She chose her mother tonight because she has been her #1 supporter and a big part of her life. She plans to attend college for either forensic science or psychology, but is still exploring her options.
We will now start our candle lighting ceremony to symbolize your pledge to National Honor Society. At this point, I ask all new inductees to please stand and make sure you have your National Honor Society pledge out. Our officers will pass the light on and you'll pass it down your row. I pledge to maintain my high scholarship and standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, and to give myself freely in service to others. In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Honor Society. In closing, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to our dedicated administrators for helping us organize this event, our amiable family members, my cooperative and incredibly flexible co-advisor, and all of our deserving inductees for taking your time to participate in our ceremony. It is a privilege and an honor to be able to recognize such a talented and driven group of students. We are incredibly proud of everything you've done to be able to be inducted into National Honor Society. We look forward to helping you grow in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character, and we know you will continue to make us proud through your accomplishments. Please, for our families, please feel free to have a snack and a refreshment on that table or take it with you. Thank you so much and have a great evening. To our new inductees, we will be taking a picture at the social stairs over here. So please make sure before you leave, you go report to the social stairs. We'll collect your candle up here, and then you'll go to the social stairs.